Tom Gray here. I made myself a little trigger housing for my MIG gun. I don't know if you ever do this, but oftentimes before I put this on there, I pick up the MIG gun and inadvertently hit the trigger, and I end up wasting, a little bit of gas and a little bit of wire, and that builds up over time. So I got tired of doing that, so I decided to try this. So I'm going to put this little trigger housing on here and see if that prevents me from inadvertently pulling the trigger. Yeah, I could be more careful, but you get distracted and really focused on what you're doing. You go to grab the gun and then you waste a little bit of rod and gas. So I'll show you how I made this. So the first thing I did is made this cardboard mock-up of the trigger housing and taped it on with painter's tape. And I made the pattern from just a piece of a cereal box, post original grape nuts. And I made it big enough so I can get a gloved finger through there. I don't usually weld with gloves, but you never know, I might start one day. So the material I'm going to use is this big old P-clamp. You can see this looks like it's for about 2.5 inch or 3 inch something or other. So it's pretty see that? Pretty tough stuff, and it's stainless, so very robust. Now the pattern itself is just, I made it about 1/2 inch wide, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit wider, which is perfect because this clamp material is a little bit wider than my pattern. So this looks like it'll work just fine. Removing the cereal box pattern, I have a simple strip of cardboard. Okay, due to the shape of the P-clamp and the pattern, I want to keep this sharp elbow bend because I need that for in front of the trigger. So that's a nice bend. We'll take advantage of it, and then the rest of it stretches out to right about there. Plenty of material. I'll flatten this out and start bending it to fit. Wilton here. The jaw pads in so I don't garf up the nice shiny stainless. All right, I'm going to mark the pattern roughly where the tail meets the trigger housing, right there. So it's going to lay roughly like that on the stainless. So this point has to be about there. Looking at the curves involved, this is a piece of 1 inch pipe, and it looks like that's about the right curvature. So I'll use that to generate the bends. So to start making bends, I'm going to clamp this piece of hardware store reinforcement bracket onto the bottom of the 1 inch pipe and bolt the front of the trigger housing to the hardware store bracket. A little torque on this, not a lot, but just enough to hold it. Okay, a little torque on this. And tune it in place with the number 4 Garland. we go. There's one bend. Okay, here's where we want our trigger housing to get back to the same plane as the front here. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that right about there needs to be the center line of our bend going back down. So I will slide this over so that looks like it's about in the right spot. I'm going to space it down with just a piece of 1/4 inch plate, just a scrap, something like that. Get the clamp back on there. Very gingerly. Something like that. Okay, so taking a smaller pair of vice grips. Like that. And then bend it. Oops, moved. That down some more. Okay. You got the bend going the other way. I'm just taking a scrap of 14 gauge sheet metal with a generous radius on it. And I'm going to use a C-clamp and bring it down onto the plane of the front bend, like so. Get rid of that. Okay, make sure we're still straight. Okay, she's still straight. Jaws on the vise. And bring this bend down. Oops, where's my, there it is. Using my gently curving piece of angle iron. Maybe right about there. Okay. Get it all squared up here. Just eyeball square. Bend it on over. A little bit of help from the garland. See how she fits. Okay, we need to close it up a little bit, and then that should drop. That should open the circumference very nicely. Keeping the pressure on it with a piece of 1-inch pipe. A little bit more. Just about right. All right, to hold it on, right now I'm just gonna use aircraft clamps. Might come up with something better later. But for now, these will do the trick. Okay, not bad. Get 1 or 2 fingers on the trigger. Okay, a little bit of fine tuning. Maybe increase that bend a little bit. So there we go. Looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna do a little compound curving on this to make this hug the handle a little bit. And this handle is about the same diameter as a piece of 3/4 pipe. So I'm going to use that to add a little shape to this. Okay, here we go. Low tech as can be. This is just a piece of 3/4 pipe. Good and tight in the vise. Here's the trigger housing. I just got it clamped on there with a couple of clamps. And I'm just going to take ye old hammer and just work it around. And as I get a little shape into it, I'm just going to move the hose clamps to wherever the shape is and hammer where the shape isn't. And I'm starting in the middle to get a little stretch going. Even though this is stainless, it still stretches. And just kind of hammer over the edge. And after a bunch of pounding, you can see the shape, both ends. Maybe tweak that one a little bit more. That's better. That's better. There it is, all sanded and smoothed out and all the rough edges knocked off. And I sanded it to 120 just for the heck of it. I could have polished it up, but that's good enough. To attach it, I'm going to use these. These are just Autocur clamps. Very simple stainless steel clamp. So I got one over the front of the handle and one over the back of the handle, and I just got it clamped up in my soft aluminum jaws on my vise. I'm just going to arrange this in here like so. A little bit of finagling, get that in there. And then crimp these down. Okay, time for a test. So here's my fancy new trigger guard, my MIG gun stand. So hand outside the guard, fingers outside the guard. I can't push the trigger accidentally. I can get set up and then I can go in and weld away. So let's try it. Works great. And there you go. I think I'm going to call this a success. And it's on to the next project. I'll see you there and then.